and I want to welcome you all. It's such a great pleasure. We keep rejoicing in the fact that we are able to do this, that we're able to get together for monthly roundtables where we can make more friends, talk more about John Brown. And we have some special guests tonight because our theme was John Brown or bust, because we're talking about especially the Edward Brackett bust as well as the Edmonia Lewis bust. So we're talking about a very particular expression historically and art and its significance as we talk about John Brown as he's remembered in bust art. And so we have two wonderful guests with us tonight. We have Eleanor Hartney and Laura McDonald, and I'm going to just share a little bit about both of our guests, and then we're going to go right into talking with Eleanor, who is the author of Edward Augustus Brackett, Life, Art, and Tumultuous Times of an American Original. This is the guy who went into the jail and met John Brown, took measurements and sketches, and did a bust of Brown. Wonderful. John Brown, when he was put on trial, and you may know the story of his trial, he was first given a couple of Southern lawyers, and he got rid of them as quickly as he could. But of course, they didn't intend to slow the trial down. A young law graduate was sent down by the name of George Hoyt, who had a relative that actually was killed in Kansas. And George and his sister had actually gone to Kansas. And so he had a strong disposition to Brown because of the Kansas situation. And he was very young. He was 21, but he looked like 16. In fact, he was so young that even Judge Parker, who presided over Brown's case, actually said to him, like, are you sure you're really of age? And so, but Hoyt was a very smart young man. He was sent down to kind of really spy, and everybody kind of knew it. And eventually he had to leave. But when Brown got two actual distinguished lawyers, Hoyt continued to help out. And it's interesting, I found this little note, and this is what he writes, having seen the Brackett's bust. He says, I have examined your bust of John Brown with great pleasure. It is due you, and not less those who are not familiar with the face of this immortal friend of humanity, to say your efforts have been marvelously successful. Every feature of his face is ineffably daguerreotyped upon my mind. This bust, while it is a true reflection of his external features, admirably displays, whether in that lofty brow, that invincible eye, or that determined lip, his irresistible manhood, in the presence of which men of mean mold cannot help bowing in self-disgust. I hope your disinterested labors will be fully rewarded by the appreciation of the public. Yours very truly, your friend, George Hoyt.